Hello and welcome to another build story or another build if you will. I'm going to be doing an unboxing because I realised in the last video, or last videos I did, but the last beginning of the video, the unboxing was a quite popular video, so I thought I'd do the same with this Britsh Army ATV quad bike with trailer with soldiers as well, by Bronco models. I have built a model by Bronco models before years ago and it was quite good, so I've got high hopes for this. Of course it's in 1/35 scale. I have done quad bikes before in 1/48 scale by Airfix. They were quite fun as well. I believe there's the video's still there if anyone wants to watch it. So anyway, let's get into this. Now before, when I was doing the unboxing, I did realise, yes, to show you, that's the artwork of course, very nice. I did notice when I was doing taking them out the packaging, it was quite noisy, so I might cut that bit out this time. So anyway, let's have a look at the instructions. Of course you've got a little bit of history. Always handy to read, always good to do a little bit of research on what you're building. So let's have a look at the instructions now. You've got all the parts, list of parts at the beginning, and paints to use, which again, always good, because you can always do a checklist on the parts. I always find that very handy. So yeah, instructions are quite easy to follow, it seems. Sort of cut some bits off there, which is oh dear, that looks like, but it's colour coordinated. Yeah, the instructions look alright to follow. Looks like there's quite a lot of instructions. I thought this was only going to be a little build. Yeah, it looks pretty basic. Let me take that away a minute to get that down there a bit more. Oh, you've got different options for the trailer. That's quite good, and for the little bridge that comes with it. Options for storage as well. The figures, which I'm going to be constructing and painting on a different date, because I've got quite a few figures to do. I'm going to be putting these figures on a little diorama with the quad bike and with the other all-terrain vehicle that I built. But yeah, I like the look at that. You've got the camouflage patterns. Oh, and the how to paint the quad bike. Might not do it in desert. I might do it in green, NATO green, because I don't know if I want a desert one. Don't know. Might change my mind. Right. So here we are, and it looks like it's a bit warped. I think it's alright. It looks like it's the trailer. It looks like it's all on one sprue. Here we have the figures. Looks like there's quite a lot of cleaning up to do. Not much cleaning up, but a bit. Here we've got some sunglasses there, which is a bit strange. I do like you got an option of having a figure that sits. It looks like you have different you can have options of different heads and different bodies. Interesting. Again, different bodies, different torsos, isn't it? Torsos? Different body armour on. Interesting. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not actually going to be doing the figures now. I'm mainly going to just concentrate on the quad bike itself. So I'm going to put these away. So here we have some of the weapons, and looks like some backpacks for the figures. I'll tell you what, I'll just open this one just to show. So yeah, some of the weapon units. I believe these are like so you can drink water. I think, or it could be communications. Yeah, so they go with the figures. So I'll keep them safe. Okay, got the wheels, which are rubber, which I'm not too keen about. But we'll see. And you have the decals, and I like this about Bronco. They give you decals for the soldiers, ranks, little Union Jack, and there are quite a lot of decals there as well, which is also good. Because I need them for other figures. These are the decals for the quad bike and the trailer, and ammo boxes. Very interesting. Quite a lot of decals, really, for something that's going to be tiny. So keep them safe. Clear bits, headlights, and I'm presuming the backlight, and some photo etch parts. So yeah, very interesting. Try not to reflect it too much in your face. So yeah, and then the main sprue, the big one, which I believe is just literally all of the quad bike on one sprue. There's the main body, bit of side moulding going on there, so that's good. It doesn't look too bad. The clean up doesn't look too bad on it. So yeah, very interesting. Looking forward to building this. I like the details inside the wheels there. Right, hello. Now we're going to start the build. I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently on this video than I have done in other videos. I'm not going to be showing the cutting off the sprue unless there's a technique to do it, and I feel like I'll probably record it, but I'm not going to show it in the video because you know, who wants to see that when you've seen it a billion times? And I'm going to try and not do so much time lapsing and do a lot more talking if possible. So I've already cut the first bits off the sprue. Let's get to number one. Now, weirdly enough, I don't know what was going on with these little red bits that are supposed to be cutting off. I couldn't find them. I'm assuming it's sort of like if there's something wrong with the moulding, it's telling you to cut those bits off. But I think luckily on the version I bought, it doesn't seem to be any little bits to cut off. I'm assuming it just wants you to fold down so it fits more comfortably, making sure that it's completely so it can fit. it looks like it's going to go together alright, you know. I was a bit worried about this, but does sort of sit into the grooves alright. But we will see. Right, cutting in here. This bit I put on completely wrong. I didn't realise until I put the wheels on, I put it on completely wrong. It's supposed to be up a little bit more rather than below. But I managed it because I did this quite quickly. The glue wasn't set, so I managed to take it all apart, put it back together again in the correct place. That was quite lucky of me to be able to do that. So be careful with this bit here. You should be able to fit this. There is a groove in there. You should be able to fit these bits in the groove as well at the back. And then this bit comes forward a bit more. It explains why some of these other bits didn't quite fit properly, and then once I sorted it out, it all went together properly. So completely my fault, I suppose. I mean, the instructions are quite vague, but you know, I think I might have been rushing just a little bit. But anyway, I managed to fix it, as you will see. Okay, moving on to part 2. So I've got to stick this bit to that bit, making sure it's at a slight, I think it's at a slight angle. And this is why you need really good clippers, because the cutting off this off the sprue, you need to be really exact, because they are tiny. Look, they are tiny parts. Okay, moving on to stage 3. This is quite hard to do, this kit actually. Oh, I've cut off all the bits for the next stage, and yeah, boy, this kit's fun. Yeah, very confusing the instructions are, with the placement of stuff. Kind of a bit weird. I don't know if this main body's warped a bit and the things are not connecting to, but I'm squeezing them together. Hopefully I've got things in the right place or whatever. But yeah, it does seem to be a bit weird. But anyway, I will persevere. Okay, so we're on to part 5 now. So I've got the first little tiny part. We've got a first photo etch part as well. Okay, I'm going to leave the clear bits off for now. I'm going to put them on after spraying. So yeah, I've got this little thing. I think that's like a gear lever or something. And now I've got some more of those photo etch parts to put on. Crazy photo etch parts. So the way I found to do these is to stick them down first and then try and do the bending bit later on. Okay, I've skipped ahead one, only because part stage 10 is putting the racks on, which I'm not going to do yet anyway. I think they just get knocked off with me pushing stuff and everything. So I've skipped ahead to this bit, which I also want to do because I want to get this bit straight. So well, dry fitting seems to be a bit awkward. Okay, so I've skipped this part. I'm also going to skip this part, putting the handlebars on, because I just think they're going to be getting away when I'm putting the chassis onto the body onto the chassis. So I think we can skip the wheel bits for now, because I'm probably not going to put them on till after spraying anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and just put the chassis on. So I think it was a good shout leaving all this off, all the top bit off, because it would have been a nightmare. Okay, just messing around with the tyres just to see if they go on easy enough. It's important to make sure the tread is going the right way. They seem to go together right. Okay, after looking at the instructions again, I realised that there is actually two tyres that are fatter than the other tyres. They're not all the same, and the two rear basically the two rear wheels are fatter, they're bigger than the front wheels. Okay, let's go back to the bits I missed earlier. Touching this as I said before, I'm going to stick this bit down just yet. Oh. Especially as there's some decals to go on the back there as well anyway. But I think I will stick the front one down. Okay, that pretty much brings us to the end of the build part. Obviously I'm going to prime it and spray it. Despite making a massive mistake at the beginning, but recovering from it, it's turned out alright, yeah. I'm attempting to do another one of these because I wouldn't mind doing it in the stretch variant. I am planning on putting this in a little diorama, and yeah, basically I'm going to fill the back trailer up with equipment. I've got loads of like kits and things like that floating around, boxes and so on. So yeah, I mean that pretty much brings us to the end of this little quick build, which turned out to be quite an awkward build. But yeah, got there in the end. There's things I'm not going to attach yet, like the little ramp, the little bridge things I'm not going to attach. The tyres I'm not going to attach till the end. This bit is not being attached to the end, and obviously these bits. So there's still some brass etching bits to put on, like there's a strap to go around the bridge bit, and there's straps to go around the ammunition boxes at the front there. But I'll put them on once it's all sprayed, basically. Same with the tyres, because they're actually actual rubber tyres, so not quite sure what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to have to take them off the wheels, because the wheels are not attached, and then spray it all separately. Right, anyway, so that pretty much brings us to the end. Please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.